Have you ever wondered how our body maintains its fluid and electrolyte balance? It's a question that invites us into the intricate dance of biology that keeps us functioning. Fluids and electrolytes, these aren't just scientific terms, but vital components of our bodies that play a crucial role in almost every physiological process. They help maintain our body's balance, influence muscle function, and even keep our brain cells firing. Over the course of this video, we'll be exploring the definitions and functions of both fluids and electrolytes, the transport of body fluid through osmosis, diffusion, filtration, and hydrostatic pressure. We'll also delve into the concepts of homeostasis, fluid volume deficit and excess, and the individual roles of sodium, chloride, calcium, potassium, magnesium, and phosphate in our bodies. So buckle up as we dive into the fascinating world of fluids and electrolytes. First things first, what exactly are fluids and electrolytes? Well, in the world of biology, fluids refer to liquids that contain free-moving molecules. Now, these aren't just any liquids. We're talking about the liquids that make up about 60% of the human body. Yes, you heard that right. The human body is made up of more than half fluids. These fluids are divided into two main types: intracellular fluid, which is the fluid found inside your cells, and extracellular fluid, which is the fluid outside your cells. The extracellular fluid is further divided into interstitial fluid, which bathes and surrounds your tissue cells, and plasma, the fluid component of blood. On the other hand, electrolytes are minerals found in your body that carry an electric charge. They're like the spark plugs of the body, if you will. They include sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, chloride, and phosphate. These electrolytes are found in various parts of the body and play vital roles in many of our bodily functions. They're found in our blood, urine, tissues, and other body fluids. Now here's a fun fact. Electrolytes are not evenly distributed within the body. Some are more concentrated inside the cells, while others are more concentrated in the extracellular fluid. For instance, potassium is more abundant inside the cells, while sodium is more abundant outside the cells. And here's another interesting tidbit. Our body doesn't produce electrolytes. We obtain them through the foods we eat and the fluids we drink. So next time you're enjoying a banana or sipping on coconut water, remember that you're not just satisfying your taste buds, but also replenishing your body's electrolytes. Now that we know what fluids and electrolytes are, let's explore their roles in our bodies. Fluids and electrolytes are more than just components of our body. They play crucial roles in keeping us alive. Let's dive into the ocean of knowledge to understand their vital functions. Firstly, fluids. They are the body's transportation system, carrying nutrients to cells and whisking away waste products. Think of fluids as the body's postal service, delivering packages of energy and picking up unwanted debris. But that's not their only job. Fluids also play a key role in regulating our body temperature. When we exercise, our bodies heat up. To cool down, we sweat, releasing fluid onto our skin where it evaporates and cools us. Essentially, fluids are our built-in air conditioning system. Now let's talk about electrolytes. These are minerals such as sodium, potassium, and calcium. They're electrically charged, and this charge is essential for many bodily functions. One of their primary roles is in nerve function. Our nerves communicate through electrical signals, and electrolytes are the conductors of this biological electricity. They help transmit messages from our brain to our muscles, telling them when to contract and relax. So, every time you pick up your coffee cup, thank your electrolytes. Electrolytes also play a vital role in maintaining the body's pH balance. Our bodies function best at a slightly alkaline pH level, and electrolytes help us maintain this balance. For example, bicarbonate ions act as buffers, neutralizing excess acid in the body to prevent it from becoming too acidic. But the story doesn't end there. Electrolytes also contribute to fluid balance. Sodium, for instance, attracts water, and the body uses this relationship to help regulate fluid levels. Too much or too little sodium can disrupt this balance, leading to conditions like dehydration or edema. Fluids and electrolytes are truly the unsung heroes of our body, but how do they move around? Fluids and electrolytes don't just sit around in our bodies, they're constantly on the move. Now let's delve into how these vital substances journey through our bodies. It's a dynamic process involving osmosis, diffusion, filtration, and hydrostatic pressure. Osmosis, the first player on our team, is the process through which water molecules move from an area of low solute concentration to an area of high solute concentration. This is the body's way of ensuring an even distribution of water across all cells, keeping us hydrated and our cells functioning optimally. Next up is diffusion. This is a similar process to osmosis, but instead of water, it involves substances like electrolytes. Picture the electrolytes as party guests. They don't like to clump together, so they disperse evenly throughout the room, or in this case, the body. Now, on to filtration. This is a little more complex. It's the process by which fluids and solutes are forced through a membrane by hydrostatic pressure. Think of it like a bouncer at a club, deciding who gets in and who doesn't. This is how our kidneys filter out waste products from the blood, allowing the clean, filtered fluid to be reabsorbed back into the body. Finally, we have hydrostatic pressure. This is the force exerted by fluids when they're at rest. It's like the pressure you feel when you dive deep into a swimming pool. In our bodies, this pressure helps move fluid in and out of blood vessels, aiding in the distribution of nutrients and removal of waste. So, you see, our bodies are constantly bustling with activity, even when we're at rest. With osmosis, diffusion, filtration, and hydrostatic pressure working hand in hand, our fluids and electrolytes are transported efficiently, ensuring our cells get what they need and waste products are promptly shown the exit. With this constant movement, balance is key. So how does our body maintain this balance? Stay tuned, as we'll be exploring this in our next discussion on homeostasis. Our body is a master of balance, always working to maintain homeostasis. Homeostasis is an essential process, a delicate dance of equilibrium that our bodies perform to keep us healthy and functioning. It's like the conductor of an orchestra, maintaining harmony among the different sections to create a beautiful symphony. One of the key areas where homeostasis plays a crucial role is in managing our body's fluid and electrolyte levels. Fluids and electrolytes are like the musicians in our body's orchestra, each playing a vital part in creating the music of our body's functions. When all is going well, we hardly notice that they're there. But when the balance is disrupted, we can definitely feel that something is off. Our bodies are mostly water, and this fluid is vital for every function, from delivering oxygen and nutrients to flushing out waste. Electrolytes such as sodium, potassium, and calcium are dissolved in this fluid. They're responsible for conducting electrical impulses that keep our heart beating, our muscles moving, and our brain thinking. So how does the body keep this balance? It's a complex process involving the kidneys, the heart, the lungs, and the endocrine system. The kidneys filter out excess fluid and electrolytes, the heart pumps blood to distribute nutrients and oxygen, the lungs regulate carbon dioxide levels, and hormones from the endocrine system signal the body when to retain or release water and electrolytes. But our bodies also lose fluids and electrolytes through sweating, urinating, breathing, and even crying. This is normal and necessary. It's the body's way of getting rid of waste and maintaining the right balance of fluid and electrolytes. While our body strives for balance, sometimes things can go awry. Let's look at what happens when there's too much or too little fluid. This is where understanding homeostasis comes in handy. It helps us recognize when the balance is off and what we can do to restore it. Because just like a symphony, our bodies depend on every part working in harmony to create the beautiful music of life. Sometimes our body can have too much or too little fluid, and this can cause problems. Just as a perfectly tuned piano creates harmonious music, our body requires a finely balanced volume of fluids to function optimally. Let's consider the two ends of this spectrum: fluid volume deficit and fluid volume excess. Firstly, fluid volume deficit, also known as dehydration. This occurs when the body loses more fluids than it takes in. Causes can vary from excessive sweating, vomiting, diarrhea, or even certain medications. Symptoms may include thirst, dry skin, rapid heartbeat, and lightheadedness. If not addressed, dehydration can affect all body systems, leading to kidney damage, heat stroke, or even seizures. On the other end of the spectrum, we have fluid volume excess or overhydration. This happens when the body retains more fluid than it needs. Causes could be heart, liver, or kidney diseases, or consuming too much water. Symptoms might include swelling in the legs, arms, and face, shortness of breath, and high blood pressure. If left unchecked, fluid overload can lead to hyponatremia, where sodium levels in the blood drop dangerously low, or pulmonary edema, a condition that fills the lungs with fluid, making it hard to breathe. In both cases, the imbalance of fluid can disrupt the harmony of our body systems. It's like playing a piano where some keys are out of tune. The music just doesn't sound right. Our body constantly works to maintain the right balance of fluids. It's a delicate dance of intake and output, absorption and excretion. This dance is influenced by various factors, such as the foods and drinks we consume, the climate we live in, and our physical activity level. Now that we understand the effects of fluid imbalance, let's delve into the individual electrolytes and their specific functions. Each electrolyte in our body has a unique role and effect. Let's delve into the functions and effects of sodium, chloride, calcium, potassium, magnesium, and phosphate in our bodies. First up, sodium. Sodium is the main electrolyte found in your body's fluids. It's responsible for regulating the total amount of water in the body and transmitting signals in nerve cells. Too much or too little sodium can cause cells to malfunction, and extremes can be fatal. Next, we have chloride. Chloride, often found in combination with sodium, helps maintain proper blood volume, blood pressure, and pH of your body fluids. It's also vital in maintaining proper balance and function of the body's cells. Calcium, the superstar of bone health, isn't just about strong teeth and bones. Calcium plays a critical role in muscle contraction, transmitting messages through the nerves and the release of hormones. If people don't get enough calcium in their diet, the body takes calcium from the bones to ensure normal cell function, which can lead to weakened bones. Then there's potassium. Potassium is crucial for heart function and plays a key role in skeletal and smooth muscle contraction, making it important for normal digestive and muscular function. Too much or too little potassium in the body can cause significant health problems. On to magnesium. This underrated electrolyte is essential for many processes in the body, including regulating muscle and nerve function, blood sugar levels, and blood